Yeah.
All right, well, the Grammy Awards always give us some of the most talked about fashion during award season. And last night, we once again got everything from simply gorgeous to wildly outrageous.
Wow, look at that one. Well, what worked, what didn't work? Rachel Smith, host of Amazon Styles Code Live, joins us. Welcome, Rachel.
You've got the look, Rachel.
Yeah. It was all about a
little
of this,
plunge action here.
a lot of no shirts.
No shirts was quite a trend as well. Long sleeves, though, high slits, plunging neckline, something that we saw a lot of last night. I mean, this is the Grammys.
Yeah.
It's very creative. It's the most creative group of people really in the entertainment industry. They, they like to showcase themselves through their genre, but also through their costume, their fashion, their wardrobe. So clearly, it's going to be a statement-making red carpet.
They take
Let's
risks.
start with j.lo.
Yes.
I love this. I love the color.
Loved it.
Maybe a little big, that thing by her neck. I don't know.
Oh, I loved that.
You like the thing by
I think
that?
it framed her face.
Well,
I love
think
it.
She doesn't need anything to frame her face, but that's by Ralph and Russo. Again, plunging neckline, high slit, lavender, nailed it, j.lo, looking like a goddess. And I feel like every time the cameras caught a glimpse of her in the audience, you just caught yourself kind of daydreaming about
Plus
her.
that lilac with her skin tone.
Gorgeous.
So
that thing
perfect.
on the neck, a little distracting. I could have done without it. But look, let's compare it to 2000, I should say, that Versace dress.
The green one.
I mean, that's going to be etched in Grammys history forever. But this lavender look looks so much more elevated and sophisticated. Go, j.lo.
I love it. All right,
Never
what about
ages
Taraji
either, right?
P. Henson? This is a lilac dress also, but you say it's a case where it didn't work.
Well, here's the thing. I love it from the waist up. It's a lavender Marc Jacobs look, but that satin, I think, anytime you sit down in it, it's going to be just not good for anyone. And she's got a rockin' body, so I wanted to see her in something that, definitely complemented it. It didn't
Satin catches the light in a weird way too, so it does it doesn't make her body.
This
look
is one
as
flattering when you stand up, like walking, but sitting down, it's a tough. We've all worn those before.
Yes.
By the way.
When she presented it, it was like, go Taraji. But then you see the rest, and I was kind of like, oh, dang.
Lady Gaga, I don't know how she even moved in there.
Honey, I mean, that's a case of like, she was wearing chaps up top. Because the back was out, the front was out, and you're like, honey, I hope there's not a breeze in SoCal because there's going to be a serious slippage.
So cool for her.
Cool. And that is the Grammys. That's what it's all about.
I think that's more a performance look, though, don't you think?
I'm right there with you, Nat.
Yeah.
Like, that, I wanted to see her like glam it up for the red carpet, do something crazy and glam, and then that's so
But I guess you'd be
Metallica.
worried about flashing things if you were performing in that.
I mean,
You're not lifting your arms in that one.
you're not mosh pitting in that bad boy, right?
You certainly are not.
All right, Adele knows her look. I feel like she wears the same sort of style every time. Do we like the color? Do we like the cut?
Look, I love the color. I love just like her beauty team. Her glam is insane, off the charts. The hair looks awesome. The makeup looks wonderful. The dress is super flattering. I like that she's done something different from black. She did Givenchy last year, Givenchy this year. She clearly knows what works. The silhouette's awesome, but I want to see her in a different one. And I feel like so many women, so many of us out there can recognize with her curvy, hour-like body glass, hour-like figure. And so I feel like, let's see something different. You can rock something different, Adele.
She never looked prettier,
young.
though.
She's so young, and I feel she dresses older than for her youth.
But I think she knows what she loves on her body, and like, you got to be comfortable.
Totally. And it's that case where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And she's sticking with that. But sometimes you want to see her spice it up a little
let's talk about Celine Dion.
Yes.
And she wore green also.
She did, a Zuhair Murad number.
Right, what did you think of this?
Look, greenery is the Pantone color of the year, which is awesome. It's a great color. It also symbolizes like a phase of new beginnings, which I definitely think she's undergoing right now with, the recent loss of her husband, Renee. This dress, though, just seems so overpowering, and I feel like it ages her a little bit, and she's so glam, so regal, and it's a little deja vu from the SAG Awards recently with Nicole Kidman and the green.
I was thinking about
parrot,
that. The parrots
she
on
went
the
sans
sleeve.
about like.
But when Celine came out with her hair down, I think to present, I thought it was a different. I thought, I said, okay, she's coming out. Here we go.
And the green shoes with it, it was just a little too greenery.
It's like being in a bridal party.
All right, Carrie Underwood and Faith Hill.
Okay,
red.
that was
These are the reds.
Red showdown, right?
Yes.
So fierce, so fabulous. And it's hard to pull off red on a red carpet, but these two girls did it very well. Although I think Faith Hill, she is the front runner here.
I think she wins,
Very
too.
similar silhouettes, but it's Zuhair Murad is what Faith is wearing. It is so like a modern monochromatic take, and it totally works. very simple and understated, with the exception, of course, like that plunging neckline, that high slit, but the red on red on red.
The long sleeves.
The long
Also,
sleeves.
this color red, I really like. It's a different. It's sort of a
Persimmon.
persimmon. That's what I was looking for,
Nice
Natalie.
word,
where that came from.
Natalie.
Okay.
And then whenever it comes to Carrie Underwood, I'm thinking, I love it, but it's a case where I feel like the gown looks a little too mature for her. The beading and the see-through and the plunge and the slit and the this and the that, it's just a little overpowering for her tiny little frame. So
I don't know. I kind of loved it when I first saw it. I mean, I see the point you're making, but
you love a good beaded gown.
I think on her, she looks amazing. Her body's incredible. She looks great.
Rihanna, I loved her flask. She had the bedazzled flask.
Oh,
let's talk
that
about
was
it.
the accessory of the night, right?
Accessory of the night right there.
Forget
this
the clutch.
Is case 360. Riri last year wore this Gian Battista Valley gown, hot pink, like topping off a cupcake. This year she was still channeling that kind of like dramatic ball gown skirt, but the top, I was like,
underboob again.
Yes, I don't get it. It was a little too much for me. It's a case of bad girl Riri versus good girl Riri. This is bad girl Riri. Just doesn't work for me.
But I think for her, like you expect her, because this is what you were talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. So she clearly loves a good ball gown. She likes to make a statement. She went complete 360 from last year, but I don't know.
All right, we're just getting started,
we
Rachel.
are.
You're going to be back
So
later
much.
in the show. We're going to talk about the wildest
we got to do
fashion
CeeLo.
and more of what that's what didn't work.
He's a walking
The
statuette.
golden man.
He looks like this little thing to me. Okay. You know what I'm talking about?
The chocolates.
Yes, that are wrapped
The
in
Ferrero
gold.
Rocher chocolates.
Yes, I saw that meme. I was like,
sweet.
nailed it.
I love CeeLo. I thought it was great.